Imagine a life where every moment you're alive becomes a reminder of the intricate miracle within you. That's the vision Bill Bryson offers in The Body, a guide for occupants. The book brings forward insights that we often overlook, inviting us to examine the very nature of our existence with curiosity and reverence. Bryson doesn't just reveal facts about our anatomy. He unlocks a profound respect for the vehicle that allows us to experience, to think, to grow. One of the greatest values of this book lies in its ability to reframe our understanding of the body as more than just a collection of biological systems. It is a partner in our journey, an intimate part of who we are. Take, for instance, the brain. We see it as the control center, yet rarely do we consider its complexity and resilience. Our brain, the mastermind of our entire experience. The brain holds more connections than stars in our galaxy, an ecosystem of neurons that enables us to imagine, to reason, to love. Why does this matter? Because it challenges us to interpret every experience as the result of this miraculous network. It teaches us to appreciate that even our thoughts and emotions are a gift of our biology, and through this understanding, we gain a profound sense of humility. What would it mean to truly see our thoughts and memories as miracles born from this extraordinary organ? Such a realization inspires us to cultivate a healthier relationship with our minds, one that appreciates both its power and its limitations. But this perspective requires unlearning certain ingrained ideas. In modern life, we tend to treat the body as a machine to be managed. We focus on productivity, efficiency, and ignore the subtler signals of rest, balance, and care. Bryson invites us to question these assumptions. What if the body isn't a machine, but a delicate balance of systems meant to be nurtured, rather than pushed to the limit? Embracing this shift means unlearning our tendency to ignore our body's messages, whether they are signals of hunger, exhaustion, or even joy. Imagine if we allowed ourselves to listen to these cues with respect, to see them not as obstacles to productivity, but as essential elements of a balanced, fulfilling life. Bryson also dismantles myths that shape our perception of health and wellness. One such myth is the often repeated mantra of drinking 8 glasses of water a day. This idea, widely accepted and rarely questioned, is shown to have little scientific basis. Bryson reveals that our body has a highly developed thirst mechanism that indicates when we need water. The implication here is profound. Our body, more often than not, knows what it needs. This challenges our reliance on external health rules and calls us to trust our body's innate wisdom. By debunking these myths, Bryson encourages us to tune into our own experience rather than adhere to rigid guidelines, fostering a sense of autonomy and confidence in our own bodily awareness. There's also an inherent myth around resilience. We think of our bodies as endlessly resilient, but Bryson warns us that this resilience has limits. We can see it in the heart, an organ that tirelessly pumps blood through miles of veins and arteries, or the immune system that fights off countless pathogens. But resilience doesn't mean invincibility. It's a reminder that our body, while incredibly durable, also needs care and respect. This reframes our approach to health, teaching us that self-care is not indulgent but essential. For instance, next time you're feeling unwell, consider it not as a failure of your body but as a signal, a request for rest. Embracing this mindset can transform how we view health, not as a battle but as a partnership with our body's natural strength and wisdom. Bryson invites us to look at how we define wellness. Instead of seeing health as the absence of illness, we start seeing it as a conscious, ongoing relationship with our body. Knowing how the immune system fights for us daily, how the brain performs miraculous feats, and how the heart's rhythm sustains us reminds us of the interconnectedness within us. This knowledge invites us to cultivate a daily practice of respect, to honor our body as a sacred vessel, a partner on this journey. In a society obsessed with health shortcuts and quick fixes, Bryson urges us to unlearn our dependence on external solutions. Our body, he shows us, is often smarter than any trend or diet plan. When we honor its natural needs, we engage in a partnership with ourselves, giving the immune system the support it deserves. Imagine shifting our focus from health fads to a practice of listening to our body's needs. Rest when we're tired, nourishment when we're hungry, hydration when we're thirsty. By trusting this innate wisdom, we can step away from rigid health myths and embrace a path of balanced wellness. Bryson tackles our senses as well, highlighting the miracle of vision. The eyes, through complex processes, turn light into color, shape, and depth, enabling us to see the world. But Bryson invites us to take this a step further, to truly see, not just look. To notice the beauty in details, the subtle play of light, the richness of colors. Imagine walking through life as if you were seeing everything for the first time, with childlike wonder. Each glance becomes an invitation to appreciate the richness of the world. This practice could transform our lives, reminding us to slow down, to savor the present, to see the world not as a series of tasks, but as an endless source of beauty and inspiration. But beyond appreciation, Bryson invites us to question how we relate to our brain. In today's world, we often demand too much from it, pushing it to multitask, to focus constantly, to keep up with endless streams of information. Yet, science shows us that the brain thrives with rest, with moments of calm, with time to consolidate. Imagine if we let go of the myth that productivity equals constant activity, if we instead honored the brain's need for rest and reflection. By unlearning the habit of pushing ourselves to mental exhaustion, we could engage with our thoughts more deeply, cultivate creativity, and allow our brains to do what they're meant to do, process and wonder. This insight carries a larger message, that our bodies often know what's best for them. By questioning these myths, we can start to trust our body's intelligence rather than relying solely on external guidelines. This means unlearning not only health myths, but also our mistrust of our own intuition. Imagine the freedom in simply listening to what our body is telling us instead of feeling pressured by rigid health rules. We would no longer be passive consumers of health advice, but active participants in our own well-being. Now, after absorbing all these insights, what's next? How does knowing this transform our perspective? The body is more than a guide. It's a call to reconnect with ourselves. Bryson's journey through our biology teaches us that self-care is not just about preventing illness, but about creating a partnership with our body, an ongoing relationship of respect, gratitude, and awe. This shift has the power to transform how we approach health, not as something we manage or control, but as something we nurture and honor. This transformation isn't just about our relationship with health. It's about a more profound way of living. By respecting our body's needs, by marveling at its resilience, we cultivate a mindset of gratitude and presence. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of wonder for your own existence, seeing each moment, each sensation, as a gift rather than a given. Bryson's book is a reminder that our body is not a machine to be optimized, but a home, one that deserves our utmost care and reverence. As we conclude, let us take this journey through the body as a call to live with deeper awareness and appreciation. Let's pause to marvel at each breath, to listen to the heartbeat within us, to see our body as our most faithful companion. Knowing the miracle that it is, we can approach life with a renewed perspective, one that values balance, listens to inner cues, and embraces health as an expression of self-respect. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the body, a guide for occupants by Bill Bryson. If this journey has inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to continue discovering the wisdom that books like this have to offer. And remember, keep books over mind.